EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And off we go from Denver. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Four down. 17
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Watson off play action. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A big pickup there on the run. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, What do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On first down, Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
All day, baby, all day, all day, baby.
Here's Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
We got three down. Hey, check Mike 6.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Trucks over him. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, it's Watson. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the option to give to Williams here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 2.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. From the red zone now, Watson completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Watch out.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. 70 Ranger.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
17, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come again. Slam. Hey, check back.
Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 11. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They're running it.
Off the option, here's Williams. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Safety's creeping. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hurt. Motion.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Charlton, now, as he's able to get this one away. That's taken on the 25. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. To throw again on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike 6. Mike 6. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, check 5.
Now Watson.
That's right, baby.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And some space here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll go option to the short side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll get this up to about the 40. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and 4. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his left. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Get ready. Shift.
55 and 59.
Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and goal, Watson dancing to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Broncos get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Watson off play action. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's street.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the 2nd half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. Buffalo 18. 56, Mike, 56. Record. 56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
Hey, 31.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Bulldozes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 9.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Room to run past midfield. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, the option to give to Williams here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Throwing now, Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Aaron Browning, the one who brought him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our field.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now here's a carry heading left. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 18, right here. 6 guys, ready?
They'll look to throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McCann, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.